Some kids look forward to the last day of school like it's Christmas morning. No more classes, no more homework, just freedom. But for a few students, the last bell didn't bring relief. It brought something much darker. These are 3 terrifying, true stories that happened during lockdowns, all on the final day of school. What started as celebration ended in panic, so dim the lights, grab your headphones, and prepare yourself for the kind of fear they don't teach in textbooks. And if you want more real stories like this, smash the like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Got a twisted story idea or something creepy from your school days? Drop it in the comments below. You might just hear it next. Let's begin. It was supposed to be one of the chillest days of the year, the last day before summer break. We were in AP History, 7th period, and the teacher had officially given up. No test, no lesson, just YouTube videos and snacks. Some students had even started signing each other's yearbooks when it happened. The intercom crackled. The principal's voice came on, but it didn't sound normal. He was yelling, "This is not a drill. Teachers, lock your doors, now!" Everything froze. Our teacher, Mr. Russo, shot up, bolted to the door, and turned off the lights. We were pushed to the far corner of the classroom behind desks. I could hear the hum of the lights cut off, and the air conditioning died. Then the silence. The only thing I could hear was my own heartbeat. Then, from the hallway, someone started screaming. At first it was just shouting, but then came the sound of lockers being slammed. Someone was throwing themselves against the metal, pounding and yelling. His voice was distorted, like someone trying to talk and scream at the same time. "I'll burn this whole place down." A girl named Kayla covered her mouth and started sobbing. Another kid, Marcus, wet himself. Then the banging moved, closer, until it reached our door. He started slamming on it, again and again. "Open it, I see you in there," Kayla whispered. "Please stop." Over and over. Mr. Russo held up a finger to his lips, shaking, and then, just like that, it stopped. The footsteps faded. The pounding turned into distance. 15 minutes passed, maybe more, before we heard anything. The intercom buzzed on. The principal came back, voice shaky. He said someone had broken in through a side entrance and assaulted a teacher. Near the main office, he'd run off into the building, and no one knew if he was armed. The cops were searching every hallway, but the nightmare wasn't over. That night, the janitorial crew found blood on the walls of the 3rd floor janitor's closet. And someone, we still don't know who, had written across the tile, in red marker, "You locked me out. Next time, I let myself in." To this day, we don't know who he was, or how he got in, or if he ever left. That was our last memory of school that year, and that was just the first story. The second one takes place in a small town in Indiana, on the last day of middle school. That morning, everything felt weird. The skies were gray. It had rained the night before. The cafeteria still smelled like wet cardboard and bleach from where they'd tried to dry it out. Lunch was split by grade. The 6th graders had just sat down when 4 massive booms echoed across campus. Most kids jumped, some screamed, others laughed like it was a prank, until the lunchroom doors were thrown open by the assistant principal, Ms. Vaughn. Face pale, voice cracking, yelling for everyone to get inside the gymnasium. Even the kids waiting for lunch were pulled in, trays tossed in the trash. We were all herded into the gym and locked in. No one said a word for a while. Then someone finally whispered the question we were all thinking. "What's going on?" One of the PE teachers, Coach Miller, muttered under his breath, not realizing we could hear him. "He's back." We learned later a local man, known to law enforcement, mentally unstable, and previously banned from school grounds, had shown up again. This time, he'd set up a tent in the woods behind the school and had been spotted watching kids during recess the day before. And today, he came back. According to school staff, he was threatening to burn the school down if the cops came. His tent was full of knives, a gasoline can, and a notebook filled with bizarre ramblings. A student named Lila saw his face appear through the emergency exit glass for just a second, smiling. She passed out right there. Eventually, we were escorted out, one class at a time. Nobody really talked about it, but that summer I went to a pool party at my friend Ethan's house, and I realized something terrifying. The woods that man had been camping in, they were right behind Ethan's backyard. Now, for the final story, and this one still makes my hands sweat thinking about it. It didn't happen to a student, it happened to me. After graduating, I got hired as a part-time IT assistant at my old high school. I worked in the basement, a weird, dusty area full of routers, server racks, and leftover junk. But our little tech room was nice. Air conditioning, a big desk, even a mini fridge. On the last day of school, the halls above me were filled with noise, lockers slamming, kids yelling goodbye. Upstairs was chaos. Downstairs, silence. I was eating a burrito when my phone buzzed. A text from the front office secretary, "Maria, lockdown, armed intruder possible, stay hidden." I didn't have a proper door, just an open hallway into our office space. And the basement entrance, no lock, not even a latch. I turned off the lights and slid under the desk. Nothing happened for a while. Then the basement door creaked open. Stopped breathing. Heavy footsteps on the stairs, fast. Someone was running into the basement. They entered the room. No lights, no sound, just breathing. Then my phone buzzed again, loud in the silence. The steps moved toward me. I panicked. I jumped up, hands in the air. "Don't shoot!" A man grabbed my arm. "It's okay," he said. "I'm hiding too." He was wearing a red flannel, jeans, and a dark baseball cap. I asked what was happening upstairs. He ignored me. Then he asked, "Is there another exit down here?" I pointed. Then asked, "Who are you?" He said a teacher told him to hide down here when he came to pick up his son. Then I looked at my phone. A new text from my coworker Devin. "Guy with the gun just shot Mr. Halter. Red flannel. Cap. Don't move." My throat closed. I didn't even speak. I ran. As I turned the corner, a gunshot exploded behind me. The bullet pinged off a metal server rack. I didn't stop. I reached the stairs and bolted up 2 at a time, right into the arms of a SWAT officer. They got him. Mr. Halter survived. The man, turns out, had some kind of grudge, but nobody knew why. I still hear the echo of that shot sometimes when I close my eyes. If these stories got under your skin, make sure to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more true scary stories just like this. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Got something creepy from your school days? A weird encounter? A near miss? Drop it in the comments. I read them all, and you might hear your story next time. Until then, stay alert, stay safe, and never let your guard down, even on the last day of school.